Hey, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, 5:31 on August 23rd. A bright, clear, blue sky day, and I've made my way this evening from Lancaster into Buffalo proper, and I've returned to the church facility that I attended on Sunday. It's kind of interesting. The brick wall that you see behind me is actually a branch of a credit union. It happened to be the Carpenters Credit Union, and adjacent to me is really the office complex for the union that this church, which is called Sword of the Spirit Church, acquired from the credit union. And it looks like they didn't have to do much facility reconstruction because the Carpenters Union had a auditorium, and that's where their worship center is. So I think it's a good location. I can't tell where the church body is from. If people live close by or live far away. I've heard a few folks living out in areas called Amherst and also down in the city, but I just can't tell. Tonight the project that they have going on is that they're distributing flyers all this week in neighborhoods, and I mentioned to somebody that I might be interested in doing that this Sunday when they asked for volunteers, and a gentleman called me last night. We didn't get to talk, but he was their bass player, pretty phenomenal bass player, 6-string bass. I don't think I've ever seen or heard a better one in church than his name is Joe. I don't quite have his last name down, but I hope to see him here tonight. He mentioned that on his voicemail last night. So in an attempt to be faithful and seeking to trust God, because I truly believe this is an opening that He created for me, I didn't hesitate on riding up here this afternoon. What I'm hesitating about is the contrast between inner city and suburbs, between people that have a little and people who have a lot. And I couldn't help but think of all the songs that I've been singing the last few years that basically emphasize our true riches are that which we find in the Lord Jesus Christ and our love for God. And you can have a lot of money, but you may not have peace, love, and joy. You can have the Lord and seem poor, but you'll be very rich. So I'm not sure how everyone goes about getting that as a perspective. I feel like I'm swimming in the Atlantic Ocean with big waves as I ride through Buffalo, compared to the areas that I've been riding this summer. But I also feel confident that the people here at this church are faithful people, and tonight I think we'll be shoulder to shoulder, is where my confidence is, because of their faithfulness. And even on Saturday I hope to be up to help the men of the church set up the event here at their facility and tear it down. So the setup starts at 8 o'clock Saturday and the teardown starts at 5, and I guess in between I'll just have to have some fun and meet people. If I have anything that I've learned from the better part of this summer, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what it is that you do. My desire is to be someone who relates to you, who listens well to what your circumstances and situations are, and my desire is to let this little light of mine shine so that you might see God's glory and you might accept His gift given freely for you through the cross. I'll give you an update as to how this goes tomorrow. I guess actually a post as to how this evening goes tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be heading back to Lancaster. I came up fully loaded, which is not how I traveled this summer, because if I was going someplace and I had a chance to return, I usually stripped down to the just the basic necessities that I needed, because I was in hilly territory. Here in Erie County, at least so far, I've seen pretty flat roads and easily maneuverable with my full load on. I did have a headwind coming this way, so hopefully on the way back this evening or in some direction the wind will be less strong. But I'll finish up my supper of corn tortillas and peanut butter, and I'll pray for you that God's love will be with you. Have a great evening. Thanks for checking in. God bless.